Let's go! Bitcoin just had a massive dip. I am going to show you something very interesting in the charts of Bitcoin, and you want to stick around if you're holding Bitcoin, Ethereum, Chainlink, Cardano, or any other altcoin. Because yes, should you buy Bitcoin right now? Should you buy any of these altcoins right now? I am going to tell you if that is going to be a good choice or not, according to my own non-financial advice opinion, of course. But here's the thing, we almost reached my buy level here, and are we going to come down and fill all of these levels and have a huge position of Bitcoin and ride this to the upside? I'm going to talk about that as well. But welcome back, guys. My name is Cristiano, saving you from getting wrecked every day in the cryptocurrency market. So if you like that, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell right now. So let's jump straight into Bitcoin, and I want to kick it off with this triangle we've been talking about right here. So here's the triangle. This is where I have been saying that this is going to be very strong resistance, and I can say for sure, and I am so proud of this, our community survived this dump the best, in my honest opinion, because I've been telling you, look at all of these videos, I've been telling you not to go in at the levels right here on Bitcoin. Do not go into a trade here. While other moon boy YouTubers told you to get in right here, I told you to be extremely cautious, both here and of course on my Twitter. And so leave a like down below if you managed to not get liquidated on this wick. But what is the situation right now? Well, for one, this triangle, I mean, you can make this up in a couple of different ways. You can say that this is perhaps a wedge like this in case we are still inside of it. You can say that this is a wedge like this in case we broke down and are now potentially retesting it on the way up. All of these are valid, but one thing I am going to present as well is, what if this is just a regular channel like this? If you remember, on Chainlink, we've been making so much money trading inside of this channel right here. And also on Bitcoin, I've shown you this previously when we were talking about Bitcoin. I believe it was in this range right here when Bitcoin was at $20,000. You had this range as well between the blue box and the brown box right here. But I'm going to do the following. Apart from the trade you already know about, buying at these levels, and we're going to talk about this in a bit, I am also going to follow this trend line right here, and I am going to buy as soon as we get to the bottom of this range. I am going to buy, and as soon as we get to the top of this range, I am going to sell. So this is a short-term thing, okay? So this is not for anything long-term, but I am just presenting you this because I think that this might be something that could actually yield some short-term profit. Cool, let's talk about my overall strategy. So yes, we saw a huge rejection of my brown box right here, and look at this, we almost reached my level here at above $45,000. If we would have caught this wick, and congratulations to everyone who had their buy orders above this level, still following my strategy to buy the dips, of course. But if you caught this wick, this is from the wick up until now, it's an easy 4%, and with a 10x leverage, that's 40%. So big congratulations. You took my advice to wait for the dip and then ride it to the upside. And the question is, of course, right now, are we going to get down to these levels and fill these orders? Just like I said yesterday when we were breaking all-time high, I am not jumping into a trade right here, and I don't mind this running away from me, although I know that the likelihood of us breaking all of these levels because of everything I've been saying in my videos is rather small. Short term, long term, we are going to do it absolutely, but right now we have some significant overhead resistance. So to just go through and blast through this to $60,000, it's more likely for us to have a heavy rejection and then retry it and break it eventually. So what is the likelihood of us breaking $50,000 and go to the upside and never come back down to these levels compared to getting down and filling these orders right here all the way down to 42,000? Honestly, I would say 50-50, okay? In other words, there's a 50% chance that we are not going to fill these orders, and there's a 50% chance that we are going to fill them. But here's the thing, I am rigging this in my favor. By buying at these levels, the profit is going to be way higher when we eventually break these levels to the upside. Because look at this, If we break the $50,000 level and you put in a trade right here, let's say we go to $55,000. Okay, that's 12% with a 10x leverage, 120%. That's cool. But let's say I fill these orders right here. Okay, let's say I get an average price of somewhere around this vicinity at $42,000. We get to the same $55,000 level. All of a sudden, my profit is more than double at 30% and 300% with a 10x leverage. So this is a better deal from a risk to reward standpoint, according to me. And as you know, guys, my end goal is not only to make money, but to also protect money. And so this is looking good so far. And yeah, this was a pretty decent candle. How low did we go? I mean, we went down by 6.5%. Too bad we didn't hit this level right here. But as I've always said, be patient. We may be able to fill these. And if we don't fill these, well, you should always have some Bitcoin set aside. So if it starts to run, then you're still making a lot of profit on that. So before we talk about Ethereum and these other altcoins, as you know, I have my buy orders set here on Bybit, the exact levels. I've shown you this before. I'm not editing anything. I'm not changing anything. These are going to stay until they are filled. These are part of my 100% profitable trade. I don't intend to close this at a loss ever. Just like with my previous trade, if you were around back then, you know what I am talking about. And if you want to follow me on this trade, you can do so on Bybit and get a $200 bonus by using this link. Also, you can get an insane $680 bonus on Femex if you use this link. So make sure to sign up if you want to take advantage of these. But let's continue. And oh, look at this on Ethereum, my buy level, my support, orange support level right here. Big, massive congratulations to everyone who've been paying attention on Twitter and who have been paying attention to my YouTube videos and managed to catch this wick. Let me know down in the comment section if you managed to catch this wick. In that case, you are right now sitting at a beautiful 7% profit on Ethereum. There you go, big breakdown. It doesn't have to be more complicated than this. You just buy off the support levels, and that is usually a good start to your trading. Also pay attention to this rising wedge in which we broke down of. This is also something that you could potentially adjust. I mean, you could make the argument that this is still one type of wedge if we continue to have some touching points here. But yeah, this is the way it was at the very beginning actually. Nonetheless, what you need to pay attention to, and the most important thing, are these support levels here. So next support level, if we start to break down again, 1,520, 1,424, and of course this is probably going to be support again at 1,650 if we get down to this level. But yeah, this was a pretty drastic and huge red candle here. Chainlink, man, this is extremely beautiful. So as you know, we've been talking about this for several months, and we finally broke out of this orange line. And look at this, a couple of things. First off, we found perfect support of this red line I put in a couple of days ago. So this is part of a rising triangle. Big support here. Congratulations to everyone who caught this wick. But not only that, if we go to the 4 hour, I want to show you this. Well, for one, we are currently finding perfect support of the orange line right here. But let's actually go to the 1 hour because there's something I want to show you here. Yeah. So look at this, the body of the candles resting on the orange line right here, and then wick support of this red line. This is absolutely beautiful. This is the type of confluence you want to see, and right now you're seeing Chainlink go to the upside. As usual, I will keep you updated. Let's talk about Cardano. Cardano, I've put this brown box right here, dipped into this brown box, huge support of this brown box, and now we are going to the upside again. I am going to put out let me know if you want me to put out a more detailed support and resistance and overall picture chart of Cardano, just like I have with Bitcoin right here. Let me know down in the comment section. And while you are at it, make sure to leave a like if you're getting any value at all from this video. Let's talk about altcoins in general. And they had a huge, I mean, some of these altcoins are down 25, 30%. Absolutely insane. And this is why, again, if you remember a couple of days ago when the altcoins were really popping, all of them pretty much were at an all-time high. I told you that I am taking 10 to 15% of the insane bag we put in the 4th of December. I'm putting some of that off the table because you want to take profit, because when you eventually see that dip, like you see right now, some of the altcoins down 20%, it's easier for you to hold and not freak out when you have already taken 20% of the profit off the table. And especially if you followed me from the 4th of December, you're sitting at 1000% in profit. So everything so far is going fantastic. I have to be honest, guys. We took profit off of our altcoins, which we bought very, very early. Before anyone were talking about altcoins, we bought them. We were preparing all the way down here at these levels on the altcoin index. We saved ourselves from jumping into a trade here at the all-time high. Instead, we took profit here towards the all-time high, and now we are making up our new strategy, or we are trying to fill these orders and then ride them to the upside. But from the overall cycle and this bull cycle we are in, we're already starting to think about the next big move we are going to do on the macro levels. So if you want to stay up to date on that, make sure to subscribe right now. Guys, that's it for this video. Make sure to watch the trading tutorial popping up in the middle of this video right now, and I will see you right there.